Hey everybody, this is 3 p.m. 151, guest starring Caesar. We have a little friend here. What's your name, sir?
What's up? Scott Garcia.
Scott, what you got in front of me here?
So I have Lugia over here. So Lugia V Max, actually really dope deck. Pretty much once you get started, it autopilots itself. So I'd love to get to the deck and show you what I got.
All right, the reason why we're doing this deck profile today is Scott did great today. He top four?
Top four, yep.
That's
we
right.
Split the money up top.
Awesome. Top four here at the Friends and Games 1K that we had in February 25th, 2023. Go ahead and show us the deck profile that we got here with this Lugia deck.
No problem, man. So I run a 3-3 line of Lugia. Pretty much, this is my main starter that I would like to have. Once I'm able to power them up, make sure I have an Archeops in my hand, use that Read of the Wind, start my discard pile, uses power coming off my VSTAR. I run a 3-3 line of this. So once I'm able to get my Archeops into the discard pile, able to use that ability and start manipulating my energy the way that I like to use it. So I got three line of the Archeops right there.
Oh wow. Why 3, not 4?
So the thing is, whenever I had 4, it got a little bit too clunky. If I started off with it, I'll be either short like an Ultra Ball or a Quick Ball. And I always felt sometimes if my matchups were going a little bit too fast, I always play with the 1 anyway. So sometimes 1 Archeops is just what I need to get cracking, especially when it comes to like the single prizer decks and stuff like that. Talking about single price decks, that's why I run this little Stoutland. He's dope. Once I get him powered up, I use the powerful energies to make sure I'm able to get the damage output a little bit higher. So that way I'm able to get an extra prize card on the basic Pokemon and stuff like that. So like for example, like Comfeys, Grid Ninja, stuff like that. So it's not too bad and everything. I run 1 Luminion just so that way I'm able to like get my supporter whenever needed. I can also use him as an attacker, get him back into my deck, and then just keep abusing my Quick Balls, Ultra Balls, and stay looping, especially if I'm facing like control and stuff like that. This actually came up really clutch today. When I was facing a control deck, they were trying to get rid of all my energies and everything. So I kept looping back and forth and using my Escape Rope and Bird Keeper to keep me like pivoting and stuff like that. Run this my little Thundercat right here. Whenever I feel like I'm either behind on prizes or if I can't get a one-shot on something, I'll make sure I do some bench damage. And facing like those lost zone decks and stuff like that, I'm able to get easy double prizes. So that's really helpful. And for like big guys that I don't feel like, doing a bunch of damage and I just want something nice, quick, and easy, I play with 1 Evital. Able to use that what do you got? Amazing Destruction, just the instant KO. Don't have to do no type of damage or anything. Really helpful. Came in clutch a few times. Got a Rangaroo. So the thing is, with a Rangaroo, I'm able to put back whatever cards I like to do using his Primate Wisdom. A lot of the time, if I have a clunky hand and got a bunch of energies, I'm able to put the energies back in, use that Evital power to make sure I can shuffle my deck back in, and then draw into things that I don't need pretty much. Got 1 Punkaboo, pretty much to take out the stadiums that hurt me. Sometimes Path can mess me up. The one that was the worst today that actually came in clutch playing this was the Tower of Sinnoh or something like that. So it makes all my energies like colorless and everything. So that's a no-go whenever we play in this deck. I want to make sure my energies can do whatever they need to do. So I gotta use that Punkaboo, get them out of there. And I was expecting a lot of lightning today, which I didn't, but my friend Jason told me to punt this in just because there's a lot of electricity going around and stuff like that, and everybody's teching for Lugia, so I got him here just in case. But I started with him twice, ended up losing those matches, but was able to bounce back on the second game. And I got 1 Radiant Charizard for the late game. If we do like a bunch of prize exchanges and everything, and I'm running really low on energy, I play like a few Aurora energies and like 1 Fire. If I don't like burn any of those too soon, I'm able to capitalize with him and use his ability, so that way I can have more attacks with like less energy. So very helpful.
And that's your Pokemon lineup right there.
Yep.
All right, we're entering the supporters. Let's see what we got for supporters.
Oh yeah, and supporters are pretty much your standard. I run the 3 professors. Just dump my hand. Mainly, I would like to get rid of those Archeops.
Any particular reason you chose this art?
Oh yeah, it's the only ones I own. So I'm not a collector, I just play. So whatever I got, whatever's cheap or whatever my friends give me, that's what I use. So it's all good. So I don't be pimping out my decks or anything like that.
Oh, that works.
I'm one of the cheap players around. Alrighty. I run 2 bosses. Just to make sure that if there's anything that's either a threat or anything that I'm able to get multiple prizes of, get to pick and choose which one I want. So very helpful. Came in very clutch today. I play 2 Marnie. Pretty much if I'm dead drawing and stuff like that, or if I see my opponent like having god hands and stuff like that, and they're like really bulked up, just play a Marnie, have them shuffle those cards back into their bottom of their deck, able to draw my 5 while they draw their 4. Bird Keeper came out really clutch today with the pivoting and stuff like that. I don't want to get rid of my energies whenever I retreat, but I also don't want to waste a turn of not drawing whenever I'm using a supporter. So Bird Keeper was really clutch, especially in those control decks. Alrighty, I got 1 Serena. So usually I like to use her to discard my Archeops, but the cool thing with this one is you get to choose which one you want to do. And I was able to capitalize on the gust effect as well, treating like a boss, and able to pull up any of the Vs. And that's it for my supporter line.
That's small but straight to the point supporter line. I like it. Let's look at these item cards you got.
Yes, sir. So once again, I keep it with your standard. I got my 4 quick balls. Pretty much just discard Archeops if I'm able to have it in my hand. Pick whatever attacker I need for whatever matchup. Helps out really good, keeping it consistent. Let's see. I run 4 Ultra Ball. I used to run the 3 when I had the Archeops, but I ended up with the Archeops more, so that's why I go back to the 4th. That way I'm able to dump it or collect whatever I need. Let's see. I got 4 Evolution Instant. So this is to get my Archeops, so that way I can either quick ball or ultra ball them away, or also get my Lugia or my Lugia V VMAX if I'm able to evolve that turn and able to get cracking. And another thing that was really helpful was second in this one, Escape Rope. I was running Switch, but sometimes my opponent likes to wall against other things, so I felt Escape Rope would be good to force that that Pokemon out of the way, and I'm able to get cheap, easy prizes and make up for the background another time. I use 1 Lost Vacuum. Sometimes I can use it on myself because I run a path, so I don't want to block my own ability, so I usually use it for that. Or a lot of Parasols are around, so I can't use my Amazing Destruction with the Evotal. So this comes in really clutch for those matchups, especially against Gudra. I run the 2 Choice Belts for the extra damage. The extra 30 comes in clutch, helps out with the math, and helps me manipulate my energies a lot better, so I'm not burning them when I need to. I play 1 Path to the Peak, mainly for my mirror matchup. Whenever I face a bunch of Lugias and I go second, they're able to pull off their ability first, so they're able to get the first attack and knock me out. But when I have Path, hopefully I can stall them out for a turn or 2 until I get myself set up, and then I either use my Punkaboo or another stadium to bump it out, or even my own Lost Zone. One of my favorite combos is with this Collapse Stadium. So you're able to only have 4 Pokemon on the bench. So if I have somebody that's really beat up in the active spot, I like to Escape Rope, get them out of there, make sure my bench is full, play this Collapse Stadium, and deny my opponent from getting more prizes. Was able to pull that combo off a few times today, which was very good. And then we come down to the energy line.
All right, what we got for the energies?
All right, for the energies, you're pretty much your staples. You got your 4 Aurora, so that way able to play with any Pokemon, be with any energy. Most of this goes to my Thundercat, and if not, then it'll be pretty much for the Evotal, so that way I'm able to get those nice, easy, quick knockouts.
Understood.
I got the 4 powerful energies. This is just good for any colorless Pokemon and stuff like that, especially for Lugia, able to one-shot pretty much anything that I need to. If I got 4 of these loaded up with a belt, I'm hitting 330, so I can one-shot pretty much anything in the meta. But also for the Lost Box matchups, when I got Comfeys, I like to use these powerful energies with that Stoutland and able to get my double knockouts, so that I'm able to speed up the process and put more pressure on my opponent. And then I only use 2 capture energy. I know some people like to use either 3 or 4 of them. I only need 2. I like to make more space for different energies that I'm going to be showing you, later on. But 2 captures is definitely enough. I usually fill up my bench pretty quick once I use his ability. So that's already 2 spots right there. So I think 4 is an overkill. It's not needed. I got my 2 double turbos, help out with like either my pivoting, with my Evotal to help out those energy requirements. And a lot of the time, if I'm only one Archeops away and I'm not able to get both of them down, this helps out a lot. And the reason I have these energies is speed energy. I felt when I ran the 4th capture, I wasn't able to get my Thundercat to its full capability, so I teched in the 1 on Lightning, so that way I'm able to also draw 2 extra cards. This heat energy helps out with my Charizard, give him an extra 20 HP, and also for the Evotal. He's able to use it for his Amazing Destruction, so I felt it was like a multiple use versus just 1 capture and only putting it on the bench and not having like a colored requirement, so it's very clutch. And this was the last Tecton energy card that I pretty much put in, was like the 1 dark, just so I can pivot if I start with an Evotal, or if I have a bad like hand, I'm able to pivot and let other things get knocked out, and I'm able to get free retreat when this is on my dark Pokemon, so it's very helpful. And then of course, I got the V-Guard energy, so I would have extra 30 resistance on any type of V Pokemon hitting me, which is very good for the mirror matchup or any other Vs that are coming my way, just to make sure that they have to 2-shot me, so that way I'm able to, you know, come back and I don't know, come back with a knockout win, whatever it may be, but very clutch today as well.
Awesome. Sky, any final words?
Oh man, thank you very much for the interview. Definitely appreciate it. Like to thank definitely my testing crew up in Holyoke, Mass, of course. And we always be playing up in round 1 and everything. So until next time.
All right, thank you, Sky. Again, thank you again for everybody for watching, and enjoy your day.